Hello, welcome. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Hope everyone is doing well today. I am Yominani Kumiko, your lowly Baba housewife and gamerette. And we're back with some more Mahjong Soul. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, Fox. Haven't really been in a Mahjong mood lately. Pretty much missed the entire Gintama event. I don't think I played a single ranked game while the Gintama event was going on, even though it wanted you to play ranked games. I didn't really care. I'm doing pretty alright. This week is kinda nice. I don't have anything like major planned except for some like yard work on Friday when the weather's supposed to be nice. And I don't know if we're doing anything special this weekend. And I got the new Monster Train update to play. Yeah, next week is gonna be the busy week. This is kind of like the calm before the storm. 'Cause, well, it's about a week before the storm, so to speak. Hey, Monty. 'Cause, Wind Guild War starts next Friday. So in about 8 or 9 days, it's a big Grand Blue event that I spend a lot of time and energy on. I'm one of those crazy players. But I plan on I'm hoping I can spend like the next week or so kind of just taking it kind of easy, recovering my energy and taking care of some stuff around the house and in my life so that when Guild War comes and it takes over an entire week of my life, it's not too discombobulating. Need to clear my yard out. We got some snow and it killed the garden off. Yeah, we got some snow too the other day. We still have leaves we have to take care of. We don't have a garden. I haven't gardened in... Well, we have like... We have a flower bed up front. In like the front of the house, but... It's not... We don't really take care of it. It just kinda... goes on its own. It looks alright. Well, it's not really a flower bed, we just have areas where plants are. But yeah, so this week should be... I don't know. I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can during Guild War, but I don't know realistically how much I'm gonna be streaming of that time. I mean, streaming can be good, cause having company while you grind is a big help. Hey Nushi. And I'm gonna be grinding for the better part of 17 hours a day for like 4 days, plus the 2 days beforehand, which might be longer than 17 hours. Well, it's more like, it's like a... Let me think. Because I usually start at it's like a 30-hour day, followed by 7 hours of rest, followed by a 24-hour day that goes straight into day 1, and then day 1 is 17 hours, and then 7 hours of rest, and then day 2, 17 hours, 7 hours of rest, until the end of day 4. I'm gonna be trying to work for most of that time. No, I won't be streaming for 17 hours. For one, I can't stream for longer than 11 hours and 55 minutes before YouTube cuts the VOD, so it'd have to be split up into multiple streams. 2, I usually don't feel like streaming the entire time, or even most of the time. But some of the time during some of finals, I typically will try to have a long grind stream, or 3 or 4, since that's the major thing I do. Either that or I just don't stream, because sometimes it's nice not streaming so I can like watch YouTube videos and stuff while I grind. A hot soup, thank you for the look. I need it. People say it's largely a function of how bored you are, but for me it's not about boredom. Or maybe it is, and I don't think it is. It's more about, well, I guess it is kind of about boredom, because if you're just sitting there grinding, it can get boring unless you have something else to occupy your attention. But people act like, a lot of people are like, act like, you're bored, so you grind Granblue. For me, it's more like, I grind Granblue, and if I get bored while I grind Granblue, I can do other stuff too. I wonder if we'll get a full group of Mahjong today. I can maybe play some ranked games. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm winning this. Often tile code. Not sure what strategy I should go for. I think I'm gonna lose because I don't think I can get 811 million. Can I get a Yakuman? Uh... Oh, we got 143 million. Now we'll win if we get another 2. Is there another way we can win? He got a 7. We lost. Biggest win, 160. I think I like... Oh, do you like, Azure Lane, Nushi? How are you with Azure Lane? I'm very serious when it comes to Gramblue. Welcome, Lulus. Yep, it's a Mahjong stream, though I don't see many of the usual Mahjong suspects around here. So maybe we'll just play Monster Train. I'm not beholden to Mahjong today. I just figured I should have it since I haven't had it. I don't think I had it last week. Yeah, the last Mahjong stream I had was 2 weeks ago. People were a little sad I didn't have it last week, but didn't know why he's here this week. I guess I'll skip another week. Ugh. I was messing around with my decorations. I really like this Ricci theme. Serious Game is good too. I mean, Serious Game is like I think like the first or one of the first Ricci musics. It was I think in the beginning there were only like 3 or 4 unique Ricci musics that you can get in the gacha, and one of them was Serious Game. Another one was Intensive Battle. On the Edge was a little newer, but it's still pretty old. And then these two are pretty new. I like acclaimed foreign wine. The best is the 8-bit serious game though. Nails.
もうすぐ祝日やね。うちもこのいい阪神の発展を見守ってきた一人やし。何歳かってアンさんが二度とそんなこと聞きたくならへんようにこのセンスでカーンと教えてあげないこともないけどどうや
Fuji is cool. I'm really happy I got this skin. I think this was one of the fan. This was one of the fan voted skins to return. So I managed to get both that and this one. Yeah, Mahjong Soul is really good when it comes to the fan service, but like the fan service that some people would overlook, like, well, everyone knows about the feet fan service, but the nail polish fan service is pretty high too. Like Fuji, Sawako, she has nice nails. She obviously does. So does Kagehime. Mahjong seems more classy than some other games. This is the closest to not classy they've got. Well, there's Yan Chao's Bond skin. Just butt. And Nanaha has butt. I want to get one of Xenia's animated skins. I like Xenia, but I only have her beach, Bond, and the collab one. Because I actually logged in during the Sanrio collab and saw the outfits. I've been wanting this one for years, but they like haven't offered it for multiple years in a row. Yeah, it's a little bit more tasteful than Ricci City, I think. Oh yeah, Li Yang's feet fan service. There we go. She'll just poke you with her feet. Whoosh. Whoosh. Regular and RTX on. The live 2D is definitely nice. Hannah's skin. Yeah, they don't rerun outfits as often as you think. I think it just is partially a function of how many outfits they have at this point. I mean, some of the more popular characters have like... Each EMA has 6 outfits. 5. See, all the characters that were here since the start have 5 to 6 outfits each. Well, Yui has 8. Yui might have the most outfits. I actually have Sarah's outfit. It's been 2 years and Hana still only has 1 outfit. It took a long time for like... I think Nanahan to get... I'm sure she'll get another outfit at some point. I mean, there are a number of characters that just don't have outfits. As some of you may know, like, Eve didn't have an outfit until... Obviously the new characters don't have... See, they even have stocking thigh-high feet fan service. Oh, like, Yan Chao didn't have an outfit until, like, the last event. But yeah, I guess Hannah has been around for longer. Siri doesn't have an outfit. Neither does Ju. I think that's a collab character. This is one of the animated characters. One of the special characters you can't get unless they're on rate up and they cost double to spark. Mirai. Yeah, like Eve just got an outfit. Lynn only recently got an outfit. Well, I don't know how recent, but... I like Lin Lang. wonder where the usual suspects for Mahjong are. I don't know if I feel like playing a ranked game. Hey, Sean. How's it going? Technically, I can stream until 5. I mean, I can stream as long as I want, really. But streaming till 5 is convenient because that's when maintenance ends in Grand Blue. And I can start playing Grand Blue. You can play a game if we have people. Well, can I get a show of hands who wants to play? If we have at least 3, we can get a game together. Let me grab a drink. Can't play this week? That's perfectly fine. I feel a little bad, after Halloween and my vacation, I feel like I've been kind of slow to get back to normal-ish, you know? Things have been kind of slow on the channel and such. Thank you for being patient with me. You can play too, Lulus. Do we have a 4th person? If we have at least 4 people, I'll put up a 4-person, but... Hey, Usagi. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if we're playing. Well, it looks like we're playing Mahjong. We got 3 people, but this might be a Mahjong light day. You don't have to be any good at the game. You can just play. I think Mahjong is kind of one of the more well, it's kind of the opposite in real life because of having to keep track of score and handle the tiles and stuff, but in an online game client specifically, I feel like Mahjong is pretty accessible for people who are noobs because you can play with people that are a lot better than you and not really affect the game negatively. And people can still have a good time. Like some games, if one person is a lot worse than everyone else, then there's just no fun. It's just a stomp, you know? But Mahjong, there's enough RNG that like even somebody who's completely new is not immediately like torn apart, you know, by the other players. You played your first game of Mahjong in one of these streams, yeah? That's cool. I'm glad I introduced you to the game. I think it's fun. Mahjong Soul is pretty good Mahjong client. Worst case in reality for Mahjong is they deal in when they shouldn't, which can give someone a win. What they're doing doesn't always make sense. You're trying to read the players. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to read. That's where being absolute noob can sometimes work in your favor, because you're so unpredictable that it's hard to counterplay you. I mean, that also means there's a good chance you're gonna bumble around and make bad plays, but there is also a chance that you can get lucky and, you know. It depends. There's kind of a weird like shift where when you're absolutely don't know what you're doing, then you're very unpredictable. Once you start learning the basics, you start playing more predictably, and you kind of lose that unpredictable edge in favor of more consistency. As you develop your strategy and get used to making hands and stuff. Hey, Metroid, does that mean we have 4 people? It's quite accurate the experience you've had in learning. Yeah. Yeah, like when you're absolute noob, you can there's still a chance you can win or have even like crazy explosive hands. You just won't be able to predict them, and it'll be a surprise to everybody. And your chances still aren't good. It's just not impossible. Like if you're playing Go against somebody that's better than you, even by like a little bit, like they can stomp you usually, you know. So someone who's an absolute noob versus someone who's like actually decent at the game, like there's absolutely no contest. But with Mahjong, you can all sit down at a table and have a good time. And you might still lose, but it won't feel as like one-sided, absolutely one-sided, because of the RNG element. Hey, welcome Shaituru. Oh dear, I've had the Go crush happen to me before. It feels absolutely dreadful. Yeah, it's just because Go is there's zero RNG in Go. Every move is, there's no randomness. Like, so you can't rely on luck at all. And the board is too big to utilize like random strategies, like just playing randomly and hoping that you make good moves. Yeah, like fighting games where you completely outclass is brutal. Yeah, fighting games is another instance where if someone is much better than the other people, it's just no contest and not as fun. But in Mahjong, you can have like a bunch of experts and like someone's kid, you know, who's new at the game, sit down and they can still play a game and like it still feels like a game. Oh man. I didn't know you had Washizu too. I like that he speaks when you, I guess all the bonding characters do that, even the collab characters. Shit, when does Halloween stuff end? No, not GBF drop. Ends in 2 days, ends in 4 days. Moment, forgot to bond villain. Oh. Wait, I thought bonding isn't that the paid skin? I thought the bond skin was the other one. Oh, you mean you hadn't bonded him yet? Oh no, I think they're both good. I like Washizu. He's such an evil bastard, but I like him. You and Max Hearts forgot to hit the bond button. Oops. Hey Usagi, happy 11 months. It's scary how fast time has passed. I wouldn't trade for anything. Thank you for being inspiration to me and my Oshi. Aw, thank you for the nice message. And thank you for being a member for 11 months. I appreciate the support. Yeah, time passes. Time's been passing really fast, hasn't it? It doesn't feel like I've been streaming for 4.5 years already. It's not quite 4.5, it's approaching 4.5. Fourth spot taken? Well, seems like Metroid is getting ready to take that spot, but I always say it's first come, first serve. But if you don't play in the first game, we'll try to do a second game and get you in, so everyone has a chance. Well, don't start giving up your spots and then us not have enough people in the end. Musical chairs bit. We're gonna play a second game, so anyone that doesn't play the first game can join the second, so there's no need to give up your spot. I'd rather not be holding up things trying to juggle people around. Alright, yeah, we'll have another game. We've had, most of our Jong streams are 2. Unless we have a repeat hell game where it's like 14 repeats. I got started off with an immediately interesting hand. That's 3 Han. No, 2 Han. I'm not dealer. I see we have the panda tablecloth. I think I have like 8 tablecloths that randomly alternate.
Haha, うちの手のひらから逃れる不幸があるとは。
Oh, that's a great. Oh. Bad guy emotes are so fun. I can imagine. I had a crazy wait. I was waiting on 1, 4, or 5. Because I could either get the 1 to make a pair there, the 4 to make a pair there, or a 5 to make the 4, 5, 6, and then the pair of 6s. That's a wait that occurs because you have a sequence with a space followed by a triplet. Well, no, you need to have 4 in a row plus a triplet on either side separated by a space. Or you might not need a space, but it's a combination of the Nobiton weight, and because Nobiton is like you have 1 through 4, right, and you need a pair. You can either get the 1 or the 4, and then the remaining become a sequence. That's Nobiton. It's 2 different Tonki weights, essentially. That's Nobiton combined with like another weight I don't know the name of. But it's Nobiton, and then also if you join with the next triplet, you can use the triplets pair. Hey, fruit. Yeah, panda theme. It's too bad I don't have Yan Shao. It'd be perfect. The very first word my Chinese teacher taught me was panda. It's that important. Wow, really? Shang Mao. Bearcat. I always remember the pronunciation of X and what is it? X and Q by going extra small. So X turns to sh, and QC, quality control. Oh, I should have kept that. Fuck. Huh, those ones. Ichihime mermaid mocking you.
Reach. こんなものわしにとっては不要。
What were you waiting on? Were you waiting on the 7 mon? Because I had a bad feeling about that tile. Sean. Yeah, you were. Oh, 8 or 5 mon. I had a feeling it was a mon, because you didn't have many mon in your discard, and then you discarded 6 mon to declare Vici. So I was like, I feel like you're probably waiting on a mon tile. I guess I was right. Hey, Rencorn. I was close though. You can actually tell a bit about what someone might be waiting on by what their like last discard, well, what their previous discards before the Riichi, and especially like the last tile they discarded for to Riichi. Riichi City actually has a controversial feature that some consider like straight up cheating. And that's there's the option to highlight which tiles in the discard pile were like discarded from their hand and which ones were tsumogiri. Tsumogiri means like you draw and discard in the same tile. Like it'll Riichi City will actually highlight which ones were tsumogiri'd or which ones were not, I forget. Which can actually tell you a decent amount. Normally players have to keep track of that information themselves because there's nothing on the table that keeps track of that normally. But that's why some people find it controversial and like technically like cheating almost. Yeah, that's like counting cards level of cheating. That'd be like if a blackjack, like a competitive blackjack thing, like actually showed you the percentage of what was in the deck almost.
Pon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that they do that, but I think most serious Mahjong players don't play Riichi City. Not even saying I'm necessarily a serious Mahjong player, but I think the really high level play goes on more in Mahjong Soul or Japanese clients or other clients, I think. And one of the reasons I think is that feature. Although I don't know if that feature is enabled in like the higher level rooms. It might be disabled, kind of like how weight information and other stuff is disabled when you're playing in a celestial room in this game. Yeah, Tenhole. A lot of people use Tenhole. Riichi City isn't doing so well? Wait, really? Did they announce they're like doing badly or what? I don't have a good feeling about this card.
Chi.
Oh, that's fine.
Run. Tom.
Does he have to say run 3 times? That's great when he's just like, he says run like 3 times and then he's like, Ton. What was your hand? Ton. 1 han. That's it. Oh, you should have discarded a north tile. We could have had Sufu Rendan. Let's see. One second. Yeah, Washizu is really ominous. I mean, he's like the primary villain of the last arc in Kaiji. Last anime arc. I don't know if that actually was the last arc. I know it lasted for crazy long though. Alright. Oh.
リーチ一発ピンフドラドラマンガン
The Gintama effects are better than the characters, bro. Yeah, I like the Gintama effects. I didn't get the one that flings something at the screen though. A little sad about that, but at least I got the Ricci one. And I managed to do it without getting a Gintama character. I should have just bought that cosmetic with sparks or something. That would have been funny. I think it would have been like 30. I think it's cool that that Mahjong Soul lets you like spark the other decorations too for like less. Not just the characters. I mean, usually you want to be saving up for the characters, right? But if there's like one cosmetic you really want, I think I've bought maybe one or two like cosmetics straight up with Faith versus, you know, the roll currency. Running on Ricci is actually, you want someone to, well, if you're getting Ricci'd, or if you're getting Rondon and you Ricci, technically it's better to be Rondon immediately when you Ricci than Rondon like the turn after you Ricci, because if you declare Ricci and then someone runs off your Ricci tile, you never get the chance to put the 1,000 yen or the 1,000 point bet on the table, so you don't lose that extra 1,000. I mean, you still lose the points from the hand, but at least you don't lose the extra 1,000. And if they had a cheap hand, that could be almost double that 1,000. Like if it was just a one-hunt hand, like adding 1,000 to that doubles it. So on one sense, it's like, damn, they run me right after I Ricci'd. But on another sense, it's like, oh, well, at least I didn't lose my betting stake. Well, whenever you declare Ricci, you put in 1,000 points. That's why you put a stick in the middle. You're adding that to the pot, essentially. And whoever wins the eventual hand that turn gets that. However, if nobody wins, because it goes to draw or something, then those held over points go to the next round. There's a reason it's called a Ricci bet. Yeah. Essentially, yeah, it is kind of a bet. So even if you don't sumo or run, even if someone doesn't run on you, you'll still lose the 1,000. The duck Ricci.
Reach.
A while ago you got a deal on a 3-han mangan. I don't know why it became a mangan. Probably because you had 70 fu or more. Did you have a con or multiple triplets? I think 3-han 70 fu is a mangan. Yeah, I'm right. It's that's something I actually remember from scoring. Oh. See, mangan is a threshold where certain hands that score over a certain amount count as mangan. any hand that's 5 Han is at least a Mangan. And if you have 4 Han, you need at least 40 Fu. If you have 3 Han, you need at least 70 Fu. And if you're wondering what Fu is, it's an additional metric to scoring that counts the type of... It counts both the type of weight you had. Well, really? I wasn't even paying attention and I'm in Riichi already. But yeah, Fu, the way Fu's counted is a winning hand starts with 20 Fu. Then 10 Fu are added if one wins by claiming a discarded tile with a closed hand. And then you add Fu of the melds and pair. And then you add Fu according to how the weight was. You add a couple Fu if one wins by self-draw, it's the sumo Fu. Winning with Yaku with 7 pairs is counted as 25 Fu. The basic thing to know is that 3 tiles. The main thing to know with Fu and like the type of and whether you gain Fu from stuff is sequences gain you no Fu, triplets gain you Fu, and gain you more Fu if they're closed, and cons give you the most Fu altogether. Like a closed con, like for example, an open triplet of anything is an open triplet of simple tiles. Oh hey, is worth 2 Fu. Meanwhile, a closed group of a closed con of terminal or honor tiles is worth 32 Fu. So that shows you how big of a difference it is. So if you have like at least one open or closed con, your Fu is gonna be pretty high, and there's a decent chance you can get a Mangan even with 4 Han or even 3 Han. Every time you reach, you have to watch that damn ice cream cone for the sunglasses. Heck yeah, the ice cream cone. It is a way to tell in advance. Not far in advance, but a little bit. Yeah, you don't have to keep exact track of Fu. Just know that triplets and cons give you the most Fu, and closed ones especially give you more. So there is value to calling cons, besides like, you know, getting a... That's one of the major values of cons. It can make your lower Han hand upgrade it to a Mangan if it puts your Fu count over. Like for example right here, since I have an open an open triplet of honors tiles, that's 4 fu. And then an open triplet of non-simple honors, or non-terminal honors, that's 2 fu. So I'm getting 6 fu from this. Hey!
これぞ転覆初ドラ
So yeah, 230 fu. Cause I think I got 4 fu from one group, from the honor group, 2 fu from the whatchamacallit, the other group, 20 fu from just winning, and then two fu for winning by self-draw. Let's see. And then the Fu of Weights. I'm doing pretty well this game. Glasses.
Beach, pin, Dora, Dora, Dora ni.
Ooh.
Haneman.
Oof. I know about Fluence when you say when someone calls Ron on you. Yes, exactly. Did someone say Fu? Hey, Rox. Yeah, I was calculating Fu. Hey, I'm East. Yeah, the Fu of weights is relatively simple. If you have a Ryamin Machi weight, that's if you're waiting on either side of, like, 2 in a row, you know? That's 0 Fu. If you're waiting for a single kind of tile, like on a Kanchan, Penchan, or Tanki, that's 2 Fu. And then Shampoo weight is 0 Fu, but the resulting triplet you make, is counted for Fu. So really, with food, there's not that much to remember. It scales like kind of predictably. Like for simple tiles, it's 2 fu for an open triplet, 4 fu for a closed triplet, 8 fu for an open con, 16 fu for a closed con, and then Turner honor tiles is just double that. Good, I didn't have to decide on that.
ドラに
Oh, it is, there is, you get fu for stuff in your pair, in your toitsu. 2 fu for seat wind, prevailing wind or dragon tile. 4 fu when the seat and prevailing wind match. 0 fu for other tiles. Dragon Pair also gives 2 fu, which is why it's illegal in Pin Fu. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. You dominate this too much and reach south? What do you mean? We're always, and so we always play 2-win games. If you reach south, that means you're not dominating. The fact that we reached south 4 though is good. Hey, welcome, Mahjong. Did you know the fu and pin fu is not the same fu used to score? There's 2 completely different words. Really? I would have guessed that if quizzed, but I didn't know that for sure. We've gone as far as West 1. I think we've gone to West 2 or West 3 before. It happens. I wanna get to North though. Oh, that's it. With a Hatsu. GG.
金も銀も宝石もうちのところによっといで。
Good games, everybody. Alright, who wants to play? Anyone who wants to... Well, first, it's before people just leave. Well, if you have to leave, you go and leave. But does anyone want to jump in now? We have at least one open spot. If more than one person wants to join, I'm sure we could convince either Lulus or Metroid to step back for this game. But if we don't, then don't step back, because we need 4 players. Yeah, I was on fire. Alright, well thanks for the games anyway, Sean. It was always fun. I like seeing your Kaiji characters. It makes me want to rewatch Kaiji. Although at the rate Roku TV is going, they're gonna start showing Kaiji on like one of the anime channels. Cause like all the anime that I've watched in the past like 10-15 years, like some of the best anime I've watched in the past like 7 to 10 years. I guess 7 to 10 years. Seems to be showing up on Roku, like JoJo's and Hunter x Hunter. Where it's almost to the end of the Chimera Ant arc. They'll show like a bank of like 8 episodes or so, and then switch to a different series, and then repeat those same 8 episodes later in the day, and then the next day they move on to the next bank of like 8 episodes. Yeah, you should totally watch Kaiji. It's funny realizing that Kite is totally a Kaiji character from Hunter x Hunter. Like his style and the way he's drawn, he looks like a Kaiji character. Kaiji is really good. I can't say whether I like... Oh, are we all ready? I can't say whether I like Kaiji or Akagi more. Who do I want to use? Let's use on... This is Anju, right? Yeah. Yeah, Kaiji is definitely... Kaiji... I would have to say if I was like forced to choose at gunpoint, I would say Kaiji is better, but I still like Akagi like just as much. Akaiji is a better protagonist, I guess, in a way, than Akagi. He goes through more character development. Akagi is kind of like sweet the whole way through the series. Meanwhile, Kaiji starts off shitty and develops. Kagi's a little bit of a freak. I like Anju. She's very comfy to me. You know how much of a fan I am of the purple hair, of the purple period. Oh yeah, it's Bibu. Oh yeah, she does kind of look like Bibu, doesn't she? You know, I never made that connection. I guess she does look a lot like short-haired Bibu. Well, the thing is that, like, Anju's been a character long before Bibu existed. Like, Anju is not one of the first characters, but she's not a new character by any means. I think she was probably, if I'd have to guess, she was part of, like... She came out within the first year of Mahjong Soul being out, I think. But yeah, so So if anything, Bibu looks like Anju. Hey Muns, she's Bimu to me. I mean, that's fine if you see her as Bibu, because Bibu is great. I'd play as Bibu if there was a Hololive. Oh man, if there's a Hololive collab and Fubuki was in the game, I would die of happiness. Really, the way they would kill me is by putting in gamers. Like, if they put in, like, Mio, Okayu, Korone, and Fubuki, I would be screwed. I mean, I'd be screwed if they put in a lot of Hololive characters, but them especially. They've done collabs with Gacha before, it's not impossible. Oh yeah, it's definitely not impossible. I mean, even like Phase Connect, like, had the Mahjong Soul collab. They didn't get as far as having like whole ass characters implemented in the game, but I know there was like Mahjong Soul Phase Connect official art and stuff. So there have been Mahjong Soul VTuber collabs. But I have a feeling if like Hololive were to collab, they would pull out all the stops and they would do an actual like have characters in the game collab. I don't know if I'm gonna do as well in this game. I have mixed feelings. Tenma and Mahjong Soul would be wild, yeah. I would definitely get Tenma and Sheena. And Ponko. And Pippa. Thank God for compressors. Compressors are what save your ears. And save my mic from clipping. And also allow me to keep a decent volume all the way through. Man, Handman the Wayne is funny. Oh yeah, I enabled some of the new tile sets that I've gotten, but haven't added. Like these dragon tiles, they look kinda cool. Damn it. I only had two available tiles left, But I was like, fuck it. I had 3 triplets in my hand. Like 3 closed triplets. And they were all terminals and honors. But the rest of my hand was whatever. One day I'll get Honroto or Chinroto. See, the main reason I don't see Anju as Bibu is because Bibu's not much of a kudere. And Anju's kind of a kudere. Like, I think even in Bibu's, like, edgy form, she's still, like, not at all kudere. So they're like, they look kind of similar, but their personalities totally different. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, that Hana skin is real nice. See, they're even catering to the Kimono Mimi fans, which are kind of underrepresented in, I feel like, the overall, like, anime. In the anime sphere. Oh. I thought you had a more valuable hand, but I didn't see the Mon open meld. I like Bibu. I've been watching her more lately. I feel like I've been watching both Bibu and Gigi a little more lately. They're both on the kind of excitable. I have gradually gained a greater appreciation for Gigi. She is a mess, and she's like, I think it took me a while to warm up to Gigi, cause like, you know, when she came out, like, I feel like she was in the shadow of Gura to some extent, you know, as like the small of that of Hollow Justice, but she's pretty different from Gura, honestly. And the way I would say it is like, well, Gura's kind of a brat, but she's not like a gremlin in the way that Gigi is the best way to say it. I mean, I think everybody has some amount of gremlin tendencies, but like the level of Gura's gremlin versus Gigi's gremlin is like totally different in both amount and like flavor. Oh my god, this is so hard to figure out what to discard. Watching more Yomanani Kumiko? I don't know, she sounds interesting. I like the name Kumiko. If I was a VTuber, I would name myself Kumiko. It's fun going back through like some of my old notes and stuff. Like if I go through some old notebooks, I can see the pages where I was brainstorming stuff, like in the year or so before I actually started VTubing. I used to do notes in notebooks a lot more than I do now. I kind of don't write as many notes. I still use post-it notes sometimes, but I'm very kind of loose with them, and I don't regularly keep a dedicated notebook. I'll go through periods where I'll start doing it again, and then I'll stop. Right now, though, I'm trying to document my days and just the daily what did I do that day on like a note app on my phone. Just so I can remember what happened on the day today, because I end up forgetting a lot and then I have a vague sense of like, what was I doing last month, or what was I doing around this time, and I'm like, I have to basically figure that out by looking at what I streamed around that time and looking at my calendar and the like. But now I've been, for like the past few weeks, I've been just doing like daily entries of like, this is what I did today and the main things I'm concerned about. So basically to serve as a memory aid, to make it easier for me to remember those days. We're still in East 2. You just had to ask if Metroid was done, huh? Solid. Yeah, I think Metroid's done now. And we made it to East 3. I am pretty happy about my progress in Grand Blue lately. That's one of the major things I've been focusing on. After Guild War is over, I'll be able to turn my focus somewhat. One, towards preparing for the next Guild War, and two, there will be a lot of time between then and the next Guild War, so I can shift away from playing Grand Blue as religiously. I managed to get a couple more clears on the Versusia fight. I just need to clear it like two or three more times, depending on if I'm host or not. When I say I just have to complete it 2 or 3 more times, I mean like for now. Ultimately, I'm gonna have to complete it dozens of times. Or more. But for now, I'm just focused on making the 5-star destroyer weapon that will come in clutch during Guild War. I think Guild War performance will be partially defined by who has their 5-star weapon and who doesn't. Or even just 4-star. And I'm almost there. Like I said, 2 or 3 more successful hosts. It's been hard to get it clear. I think I failed my last 2. I was about to check and then I realized Grambl's still on maintenance. You can tell how addicted to you are by how much it affects you when Granblue is on maintenance and how many times you go, oh, I should check Granblue. Oh fuck, it's on maintenance. I wonder if Shaituru is, well, I won't spoil it. Oh no, just glancing at discards.
ここからが本番とも言えますね。 リーチ
Oh, there we go. With five tiles left. Oh!
ロン
It was one of them. This is gonna be brutal.
リーチピンフドラ2ドラ
Okay, 5 Han.
マンガン
I will be right back. Kinda inconvenient, but the idols are calling. It'll just be a minute. I will just,
今が最適なタイミング
put
だ
on auto draw and discard. And walk off screen for a second.
Boom.
ポン ポン
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Wow, my hand sucks. It's like I was just drawing and discarding randomly. Or whatever I drew. That's another kind of nice thing about Mahjong, is that if you do have to get up for an emergency for like a couple minutes, you can just hit no chi pon kan and auto draw and discard, and it'll play for you. I mean, it won't have any AI. It'll literally discard every tile you draw, and we'll just ignore calls unless you get rolled on. But it's better than, there's no way to pause the game.
盲点
Alright, we're in South. If you have to go, the real feature is switching to your phone. I don't actually have... Well, I do, I just haven't really played Mahjong Soul on the phone much. I tried playing it, like, long time ago, around when it first came out, but I got really frustrated because the game, like, DC'd on me randomly while I was on my Wi-Fi, and it seemed like my Wi-Fi was having issues with Mahjong Soul, or would just disconnect sometimes. So I just stopped using the phone client, but it's probably better now. And yeah, I don't know how it handles if you're in the middle of a game and then you open Mahjong Soul on your phone, if it does like mirrored. You mostly play on your phone, yeah? I imagine phone, it just logs you out and logs back in. Oh, it like logs you out from like the PC client and then logs you in on the phone. Nothing more hype than calling Ron in the shower. I'm still at base points. I guess no one has declared sumo.
今が最適なタイミングのはず。ポン。ポン。
ツボ、月が回ってきたぜ。
Oh no. My perfect score. It's a really minor thing, but I love that the tiles you discard aren't perfectly symmetrical, they're a bit offset. Oh yeah, that's true.
G.
It does make it feel more natural.
G.
Like, these are slightly angled. Yeah, they're all slightly offset, taking into account human error. Because of course when you're playing actual Mahjong, it's not gonna look like perfectly neat rolls. You try to get as neat as possible, but it'll look approximately like this.
D1。
G.
今が最適なタイミングのはず。
That sticker, so good.
ロンダベリーチピンフドラドラ
Oh, my dealer. Well, now we're all under 3,000 points, so it's really anyone's game. Oh yeah, you asked, is that the one you cleared for the first time recently? Yeah, the Versacia fight. Yeah, that was the one I cleared for the first time recently on stream. I need to clear that like 2 or 3 more times. It's not an easy fight, and I have to make sure not to fuck up too much. Or at all, really. Video games have a similar thing with sounds. Discovered it needs some add some random, or else it bothers people. What do you mean? I actually have multiple match songs, but I don't like the vibe as much as the original Bamboo. This one feels like tense. Like there's some tension there. Yeah, the original song is good. It's like, it somehow doesn't get too repetitive. Although Indulgence isn't that bad. Indulgence at least has a little bit more similar vibe. If the pitch of a yell from enemies is identical every single time, it feels off. Oh yeah, they can't just use the same,
Chi.
Leon has the same grunt every time you aim an RE4. It was so annoying, I modded it out. Wow, really? Something called pitch shift.
ラン、ドンピシャですね。
Oh no.
シャー、ドラ。
Okay, now Metroid can technically win. With the lowest possible score you can have and still win. Unless this hand is ridiculous, and it might be.
Boom.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. You just had to cement my last place instead of letting me win. I had a triplet of Dora
やりました。
tunes in my hand. You had 9 gates almost? Wait. Oh yeah, you were getting there. You were just missing a 1, a 9, and a 5. I don't think this is Shaituru's first time. This is at least the second time, if not more. But yeah, that's pretty close. I think that's about as close as I got. I think I might have gotten like 1 off from Tenpai on 9 gates before. But see, look at my hand. I had like... What's that? That's That's 8 fu plus 4 fu, 12. So that's 20 fu from these. Yeah, I was I had a good chance of just winning if I would have been able to run or sumo, cuz I just needed 8,000 points. That's a Mongon. And I'm pretty sure I had Mongon here, cuz I already had 4 Han just from this. Plus 40 fu. 4 Han 40 fu is Mongon. So this would have won. GG's everybody.
これはヘアピンではなくアンテナです。やめてくだ。警告。KR976 はアンテナの消失により会話機能を停止いたします。直ちにアンテナを返却してください。
Bare minimum victory? Yes, your giddy giddy victory.
KR976 は怒ります。
Dreamland Odyssey. Oh, I don't have the fortune charm anymore. Should probably get that. That also requires logging into Mahjong Soul Let. Yeah, GG's everybody. I thought I said GG, but GG. Good games, it was fun. When the Mahjong stream goes over 2 hours, it's usually not a bad thing. Yeah, thanks for the games. I was thinking about it, and like I could continue the stream and do something like play a little bit of Monster Train, but I think I'm just gonna save myself for tonight, cause I'm pretty sure I want to stream tonight. And I'm pretty sure that what I want to stream is Monster Train. So I might try to just relax, and then we'll play some Monster Train later. Instead of dipping into Monster Train now and then not wanting to stream later. So I definitely want to stream later. South is really draining. It can be kind of draining, yeah. If it goes on especially long. Like, how many dealer repeats? Oh, the Neils. How many dealer repeats we have? We only had 2 repeats that time, so it was about as long as you'd expect a South game to be. But you didn't play 2 Souths, so... And the first South game went like... That one also had 2 repeats. So in total we played 20 rounds of Mahjong. Yeah, because 16 plus 2 repeats. If you have a crazy amount of repeats, I think the one game where we had repeat hell. Oh, this is the WTF Metroid game. We tied, but I won. Hahaha. Oh, here it is. Endless 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 repeats. This game was 18 rounds long, so it was almost as long as both games we played today. Look at this, 7 repeats. 8 repeats. Mun's just decided to win like 5 times in a row. Oh, it wasn't 8 repeats. If you exhaustive draw and it doesn't repeat South 2 because the dealer wasn't one of the ones with Tempai, then it goes to South 3, but you keep the repeat counter because you still have all the accumulated extra points. Oh yeah, this is kind of neat that you can do this. Endless 8, I like the reference from the episodes of the Melancholy. Yeah. Yeah, Endless 8 traumatized me. When I was, crap, when did Haruhi came out? I think it was already in college. – 2006, yeah, I was in college already. Endless 8 traumatized me, in that it's like one of the first times I like went from loving a series to, oh my god, I'm gonna stop watching this damn series in the course of like 6 or 7 episodes. I got to about the 5th or 6th repeat of Endless 8 before I was like, okay, I'm not watching the same episode another time. I swear to god. Yeah, that was a traumatizing match.
人工知能に不適切な幻想を抱かないでください。何を思っていようと、それは決して現実にはなりません。
I'm so tough I don't skip Endless 8 and never skip it on my rewatches. Oh my god.
KR976 は
I could probably get through it now if I really forced myself, but I would have to really be like trying to appreciate other elements of it. noting the slight differences. I don't know. I just really wanted more Haruhi, and I got the same Haruhi 8 times over. It made me mad. The movie made up for it. The movie hit hard because of NSA. I honestly didn't watch the movie. I didn't end up watching the movie. Never got around to it. Like I said, after Endless 8, after Endless 8, I was just like, oh man, I'm done. And I kind of just set Haruhi aside, like, indefinitely. No, I don't think I've watched the Haruhi movie yet. Maybe we can do that for a watch-along. Although I still have other stuff I want to do watch-alongs of. That I'm probably gonna try and do within the next, I don't know, maybe next week. Maybe before Guild War we can do a watch-along. Since I'll be busy during Guild War. Although, to be honest, doing a watch-along during Guild War is not a bad idea. Because it's easy to grind while watching stuff. Watching stuff's one of the best things to do while grinding. So technically, there's no reason I couldn't have the watch-along during Guild War. But we'll see. I want to still do a Nightmare Before Christmas watch-along before the end of November. It's worth watching for Endless 8. Oh no, they didn't put Endless 8 in the movie too, didn't they? Out of everyone I know, only one person was absolutely captivated by Endless 8. Yeah, I imagine. I imagine that's one of those like hit or miss where it hitting somebody is very rare, but when it does, it like really hits the sweet spot for them. I don't really care that much about spoilers. It doesn't ruin the experience that much for me. I prefer if I don't get spoilers still, but I'm not about to let someone or something ruin my day just because I got spoiled. If anything, I'll use that as motivation to watch the thing more, because it'll interest me and I want to see where the context is of the spoiler. Like, honestly, that meme clip of like that, what's that show, Invincible, where like the dad is like beating up the kid. I know that's a huge spoiler, right? But like, that makes me want to watch it. Like the memed upon scenes. Yeah, that's the thing. Some spoilers are so good that they make you want to watch the thing in question and get to the point where you hit the spoiler. And then you have the unique experience where you kind of entered the series via the big event and then got the rest of it, where everyone else got the series and then hit the big event. So it's kind of like going into it backwards, but it's not necessarily a worse experience. It's just different. That's why I say people should not worry as much about spoilers, because it can sometimes help you get into a series that you weren't gonna watch ever before, you know? Like, I don't think I would have ever watched Invincible, but the memed on scenes almost got me to the point of wanting to watch it. But I don't think I would have even got close to wanting to watch it otherwise. It's just not my thing, you know? You feel immersed? Oh yeah? And that doesn't make it worse for you? I think I felt immersed and that was the problem. I was like, get me out of this. Oh yeah, I have both of her animated skins and her Bond skin, but not either of those. Let's see, who do I have animated skins for? Li Yang, Haruna, Chiori, Anju, Yuzu, Hana. I don't have one for Kaguya. Hinata, I think I might have two. Yep. Zenia, I don't. Fuji, Yanshao, I do. Nanaha doesn't have an animated outfit. Lisa, I have one of her two animated outfits. That's too bad, I like the other animated outfit more, I think. And then Sawako, I have two. Oh yeah, she does have one. And then I have the event animated skin. Too bad I didn't have animated ones for the Blue Archive characters, but oh well. This isn't even all the characters I have. I hide a lot of my characters. See, these are all the characters I actually have. But I hide the ones that I don't use. Where is that one that popped up recently? They don't animate all the collab characters? Yeah, I think animated collab characters is like extremely rare. Like, I don't think they've ever done it except for the Fate Stay Night collab. Oh, that one's cute. They actually gave her two skins. Wow, an event character with two skins. They all have two skins. I never watched Saki. These are collab characters. Kakegurui? I don't know that. I think that's the first collab. Oh no, the first collab was Saki, and then the second collab was this. And then Akagi. They seem to kind of forget about the super premium characters. Aside from Li Yang, I feel like they won't forget about her, but like... so far, all of the special, like, the special characters with animated Bond skins, like, I haven't seen them in the story at, like, all. Lily, Kazuha, this person, there's the Blue Archive collab and the Ilya collab and the... 。  . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。
「 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 .
I like that skin. They don't have easy access for the voice actor? You have to assume they have all the access they need to all the voice actors, because all of the characters have full lines, all the characters are fully voiced, you know? And that includes, like, their declaration sounds.
ここに来てからいつも思ってるんだけど、こんなに楽しんでていいのかな。ここまで楽しいところなら対策委員会のみんなで来たかったかも。
Oh, Hoshino wants the other.
小三元、三暗号、トイトイ。
But you have to assume they have all the availability of the. They're not gonna get a voice actor for a character if they're not gonna be able to use them, like, and they have a lot of big name voice actors in the main cast. I mean, Fuji is Kana Ueda, who's Rin Tosaka, and she's one of the main Mahjong Soul characters. Yan Shao is Nao Toyama, who's like Mika and Lyria from Blue Archive and Grand Blue. And besides, you don't need the voice actor for skins. They usually don't ever add new voice stuff just for like skins or whatever. Like, this is another character that has an animated Bond skin, and like, it feels like the ones with the animated Bond skins that gives them more of an excuse to like forget about them, because they already have an animated skin loaded into the Bond skin. So like, to be honest, Yi Lang is special in that she's the only super premium character that has not only her animated Bond skin, but she has like a paid animated skin. Oh my. I guess she's technically not. She has some kind of covering. It's just her angle's very deceptive. Unless it's just the ribbon poking out. Don't mind me, I was just hanging out with my ribbons. Is that even YouTube allowed? I'm sure it is. Have you seen the sort of stuff they allow on YouTube? I'm not worried about it, in any case. Nothing's showing. Anyway. I think I'm gonna stop here. Thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening. GG everybody. Thanks for the games. I'll see you guys tonight for... I'm probably gonna be streaming Monster Train. Like, 90% sure. And I'm like 90% sure I'm gonna stream as well. So I'll probably see you tonight. Anyway, take care. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks for the games. Bye-bye.